Before the start of the review, this video contains tons of spoilers. For other film and TV series reviews, don't forget to be a subscriber. Hello everyone from the Rings of Power 6th episode review. I was amazed by this episode. I enjoyed watching so much. I forgot to take notes to review it. I watched it again. So many things happened. Without further delay, I wish you all a good time. First of all, someone please explain to me why Arender and the villagers didn't run away. Why didn't they ask for help from people other than elves or dwarves? Orcs who outnumber you are coming at you. Why do you choose to stay and fight even though you are not soldiers, and you are lacking food? My problem is not that they chose to fight the orcs. For example, they could go to the elves and ask for help. Let's accept that they chose to stay and fight. Arender knows Adar is after the sword. Why doesn't he say to someone with them, take this sword to Gil-galad? I would expect him to think that even if they don't win the battle, Adar can't get what he wants. I think Adar should have taken the sword Adar was after and taken it to Gil-galad himself. As an elf, I think he cares too much about humans. Maybe it's just Bronwyn. Another thing I'm curious about is how Halbrand predicted to the Queen and Galadriel in episode 5 that the orcs would march toward the tower in Ostirith. Why didn't any of them question it after his prediction turned out to be correct? So all he said was, I think that's what they'll do, and they trusted him without question. I couldn't understand why Queen Muriel trusted Galadriel so much without even knowing Halbrand. The same goes for an elf like Galadriel. It shouldn't have made sense to trust someone you just met. The fact that Halbrand at least knew the orcs would be there should have been questioned at least a little. I know there are those of you who will be angry with me, but I liked the character of Adar very much. He was corrupted against his will. He took on the role of a father because he caused the orcs to appear. He is trying to create a world suitable for the orcs. One part of him misses the sun, while the other is happy for his children. One part still fulfills the elven war customs, while the other is cruel enough to make people kill their own people. And the actor has done a great job under this heavy responsibility. I loved the battle scenes between the villagers and the orcs. In Chapter 5, Galadriel told the soldiers of Numenor to use their minds, not their strength, to fight the orcs. Arender must have received this training because he uses his mind against the orcs. The scene where the Numenorians arrive on their horses was very epic. It reminded me of that scene in the Lord of the Rings movie. I'm sure they worked very hard for the scene where they fight in the village. I would like to say that it was worth the effort. One of the scenes I would have loved to see was Adar's sword fight with Galadriel or Halbrand after he fell off his horse. It would have been a very enjoyable scene for us even if we watched him fight with both of them at the same time. In this scene, Halbrand asks Adar if he remembers me, but Adar says he doesn't. Now I ask you, the viewers, if even Adar doesn't recognize Halbrand, even one of the people living in that area doesn't remember him. Halbrand is waiting for Adar to remember him, but he doesn't ask any of the villagers if they remember him. Now I'm sure Halbrand is not who we think he is. I didn't guess that the tunnels dug by the orcs were for this purpose. They hid their purpose well, but I hope this sword's sole purpose is not to destroy this dam, even though Adar says I killed Sauron. I cut him in two. I don't believe it. Because Adar is not that strong. He is lying, but I don't know why he is lying. Maybe he is trying to deceive in order not to give information about Sauron. Maybe he is telling the truth. Adar thinks he killed Sauron, but he failed. By the way, Orodruin is a very important mountain. Sauron forged the One Ring on this mountain. Frodo destroyed the One Ring on this mountain. The mountain that turned the plateau of Gorgoroth into a wasteland and created Mordor. I thought that no one could survive this explosion. But since the series is a fantasy series, I will not look for such realism. Tar Palantir was a real visionary. He told Muriel not to go to Middle-earth. If you go there, all you will see is darkness. Part of the world will no longer see the sunlight. Who knows, maybe Muriel is dead. Thank you for watching. That's it for episode 6. Take care and stay active until we show up again.